Hello guys, this is the day 1 of Leetcode 100 days challenge. Now we are going to solve the question number 73. Question number 73, set matrix zeros. Here is the question. Given an matrix M into an integer matrix, if an element is 0, set the entire row and the column to be 0. You must do it in place. In the question, we have a M into N order matrix, and we have to, whenever we have a 0 at any position of the matrix, we have to set the row and column of the matrix to 0. Now, there is a one condition to solve this question. We have to solve this question in constant space. So, there is a straightforward method. We make a array. We make a 2D array, and the given array we check any element of the any element of the matrix is 0, then we take the indices of the array and put into the array. After that, by the indices of the array, we can make that row and column set to 0. By this, we can solve this problem, but by this way, we didn't make in constant space. So for constant space, we have another approach. Now I will show you code how to do it and explain line by line. Here we have a public void set 0 or 2D matrix. 2D array, the name is a matrix, or set 0 is the method. So let's start. Here we're going to make two variable boolean type. Here we make two variable boolean type. First is the first row 0 and second is the first column 0. Now we're going to use the for loop to check if the first row contain any 0. So here is the for loop. In for loop we have three things: initialize, condition, and increment. So first we initialize j equal to 0, and then we give the condition j is smaller than the matrix length dot p-length. My spelling is wrong. Length, and then we increment. And then we increment. Here we write the statements. If matrix index 0, another j. Here we set, here we have a 2D array matrix in which we set the value of row equal to 0. and j is a variable, so it's equal to 0. We put equal to 0. This line check whether the element in the first row at column j equal to 0. Then it's return. Then it's change the first row 0 value into true. The condition is true, then it's break the loop. Then after that we're going to make another for loop. Check if first column contain any 0. So it's a similar, so I'm going to copy it. Here we have to change a little thing. Here we initialize the column, or here we checking the, or here we initialize the row, means I. We change the I at place of j, I, oh, sorry, here is a 0 and another bracket we have to put I equal to 0. We have to change this row to column. C must have to with capital. It's checking if the first column contains any 0. Here is the condition I equal to 0. If I is smaller than the length of the matrix, then it's check, it's a go into the loop and check whether it's true or false. Then if it's true, then it's break the loop and go out of the loop, and then we're going to make the third loop. Third loop is used to iterate through the rest of the matrix and update the first row and column. So we're going to make a for loop here again for int I equal to 1. Here we set the value of I equal to 1 because we're going to initialize the second row. Then we give the condition LENGTH. Then we increment. Here we use the nested loop. If nested first, I will write the code. Then I will explain it. Now I will explain it. Here, first we initialize the I means row. If I is smaller than the length of the matrix, then it's go to the nested loop where we initialize the column j equal to 1, means second column. and j, if j's value is less than the matrix length, then it's follow the if, then it's go to if matrix I and j means the position where I and jth value is equal to 0, means I and jth value, any position is the value is 0, then the matrix I means the row and we set the value of column equal to 0, then that row value going to be 0, like its value is 0, like here is the value is 0. I and j means the value of I is first row and second column, and the value is 0, then by this line we set the whole row value is 0, and by second line matrix 0 j equal to 0 we set the whole column value is 0. After that we write the one last for loop for this question. This for loop is similar as the previous for loop, but was one different condition. If matrix the row value is I with the I, and here we set the column value is 0, means we are going to iterate the whole column value by the changing the row value. And there is another condition to use or operator with the matrix row, and here we set the row value 0 and change the column value are set equal to for 0. Here we must forget about it. Here equal to 0. If the by its work as similar as the previous loop, but here we use the for loop to make it easy. Here we use the OR operator to make this easy. After that, there is a two condition left. First one is the set first row and column to 0 if necessary. Here we're going to do it by if the first row the boolean variable we make, we're going to use it row 0. For int j equal to 0, then we give the condition as j matrix dot length and j plus plus, length increment, we're going to increment it matrix 0 and then put the can't see. Doing for chin.
Let's go back to the with now.
A for here we go. A dark other condition for color. It's a similar, so I'm going to copy it. And paste everything.
But now
COL and I.
the foot is federal. It is to like the grand orbit. And what? And the quiet round one.
Now the code is complete. Let's run it. It's work or not. Let's see. It's error. I got the error in line 28, line 4, and line 3. Let me check first in line 3. Print first row is equal to false. What is the error? My spelling is correct. And in line 4, can't find the symbol boolean first false.
Oh, sure. Show. I was at. Half time.
And then in line 28, if matrix I equal to 0, matrix equal to 0, then it's let me find solve the error.
What that's about is that.
Yeah.
That's better, that's me right. So without it, he's out to have the self capital quality. So that they help it by itself holes.
In line 3 and 4, my boolean spelling is wrong. So I change it, and then in line 28, I put 2i in the matrix. So I change it now. I'm going to run this code. Let's see. Yes, it's run. Case 1 result and case 2 is properly checked. Test case. It's all done. Now I'm going to submit.
And pockets glitched of half carefully.
I'm going to submit.
That's looking at happens.
That Java should land with array index on index 0 out of bound for len when at line 13 solution set 0.
You copy this hobby.
Now I'm going to submit this question. It's the now I'm going to submit my solution. There is a 13 I just remove it. Now let's submit. Let's see. It's done. Thank you for watching, guys.
I think